Hello crafty friends, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I am Rhiannon, a crocheter from Sydney, Australia, and today I am going to start another vlog of me crocheting things for Winterfest. So if you are new here, I am going to be a vendor at Winterfest, which is on the 5th and 6th of July. It is a medieval fair, so I'm very, very excited. I am currently in the process of making all of the stock for this event. I have made quite a bit. You can see what I've made in previous videos, but I thought we would do a vlog of what I work on this week. So when I say this week, it is Thursday the 19th of June. So I think we'll film for maybe like 5 days. We'll see how we go, maybe until Tuesday next week. But today I want to fill this basket with mushrooms. So I'm thinking of making 2 more red topped mushrooms and then maybe 2 or 3 purple mushrooms. So I'm going to go and work on those now. I have started. I've made the bodies for the white mushrooms. I just realized you can't see it there. So also I'll pop the pattern designer's name on the screen here. This is such a cute pattern. I have run out of the yarn to make any more of these, so there's only going to be 2 of these at Winterfest. But I love them so much. I love mushrooms, if you didn't already know that. So here are the bodies of the 2 white mushrooms with the red tops. And then I am working on, sorry, it's a little bit of a mess back here. I am working on the purple ones. So I've got this kind of like pinky purpley lilac color from Patty and Bango's place. By the way, all of the yarn that I'm using for these mushrooms is Patty's Plush from Patty and Bango's place. So I thought I would make this, and then yeah, I'm going to make all the bodies first, and then I'll move on to the other sections of the mushrooms. Hello friends, so I just finished I finished 3. Did I? Yeah, I think so. Hang on. Anyways, I stuffed this one, and then I finished 2 more of the bodies. So I've got to stuff these ones, which means I will then have 5 bodies made, I think. I am very tired today, just gonna let you know. And I'm definitely feeling a little bit slow with crochet because I am tired, but I will get these mushrooms finished today. Once I finished doing the bodies, I'll move on to, I think they're called, I'm just looking at my phone at the pattern, the gills and veils, and then the tops of the mushrooms. But I'm going to do like the gills and veils as like all of the 5 mushrooms, and then I'll move on to doing the caps, the tops of the mushrooms. Alrighty, so I have just finished off all of the bodies. They currently look like little eggs. And I need to go and pick up my son from school. So when he gets back, I will probably do the gills and bits and pieces. I'll probably go sit on my couch and do those things. And yeah, so I will probably show you these finished tomorrow. Hello friends, it is Friday the 20th of June. So I did finish off the mushrooms. I actually underestimated how long it would take me to do the caps of the mushrooms, so I finished them off today as well. And now we have a tray of adorable mushrooms. I thought I would show you them, the 3 different mushrooms. So we have this one, And this one I used Parfait Chunky, and I only had one ball of this color, though I did see Crochet Me Zaddy is releasing a mustard color, and I'm very excited about that. Then we have this sweet, I think it's Fly Arabic, toadstool guy. And lastly, I was like, of course, I need to make a purple mushroom because I love purple. And I just Googled purple mushrooms to see if I knew there would be one that would exist, because mushrooms come in like a million different colors. I'm not super well versed in all of the different mushroom names. Considering I absolutely love mushrooms, I need to work on that. I probably should get like a book and like have all of the mushrooms in it, though I do have a oracle deck that has all the mushrooms, so maybe I should look in that. But anyways, I made this cute purple one. I've made 3 of these. I didn't really see any that looked exactly like this, so them with like the lighter colored body and then the dark top, but I also used Parfait Chunky for in here, and Parfait Chunky's got kind of like almost like a velvety look to it. So I think that looks really effective with the 2 other purples, and the other yarn that I used is Patty's Plush. So yes, that is all of my little mushroom friends finished, and I have actually filled up the bottom shelf of my shelving for Winterfest. So I'll show you it now. So here is the shelving, and as you can see, the bottom shelf is full. I did move the octopi from this shelf down to here because I thought I would have all of the cheaper items on this shelf. So we've got the mushrooms, frogs, rats, octopi, and axolotls, and I'm going to print off and laminate a little card that has the price. I might even put the time it takes to make each one on the little sign. I'm going to use like a medieval font, and it's going to look super cute. Also, talking about those little signs, I forgot to mention in the last vlog, I ordered some cards for like labels to put on the items that I'm selling, and I thought I would show you. This is just from Canva. So we've got like this side with my logo and all that jazz, and then on this side, I think is it back to front for you guys? Anyways, it says item name and then the price and then time to make. So I will attach these cards to the bigger items that there's like one of each. So on the bottom shelf, they won't get individual cards. But I just thought it was a good way for people to understand how long it takes to make things and get more of an understanding of why I charge how much I do. I actually got that idea from the Crochet Carpenter. Aaron had little tags on all of his items that said how long it takes for him to make each item, and I thought that was a fantastic idea. So for now, I'm going to take a break from making multiples of things because my brain cannot take it anymore. I cannot make another multiples of things. I need to do something else. So I am going to make some individual items. I need to make some more unicorns, some cows, and some other mythical cute creatures. I also bought a pattern last night for this super cute duck with a flower hat. So I'm going to make some more fun things for the rest of the vlog. Not that those things aren't fun, but I just can't, my brain does not like it when I make like 10 of one thing. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. So this weekend, hopefully we can get the shelves all filled, and then I will have next week to probably finish that because there's no way that I'm going to make enough items in 2 days. And also finish making dragons for the table where I'm going to have the dragon hatchery. Hello friends, it has been probably over a week since I last filmed. It has been a busy week and I have just been spending every second possible crocheting. But I thought I would show you what I have made in the past week, and I thought I would continue this vlog until after Winterfest. So in this vlog, I will also be taking you to Winterfest with me, and then I will post it obviously after Winterfest. You will know that because you're watching it after Winterfest. So it's going to be a big vlog, and yeah, it's going to be a crazy week, but we're going to have some fun. Anyways, going to show you what I have made since I last spoke to you. So the most recent thing that I actually just finished is this toothless, and I'm using eyes from The Girl Who Nods, finally using my toothless eyes from her. It's got the tail, and I will pop the pattern designer on the screen. But isn't he so cute? I love him so much. It's her most recent one. I had to get this pattern because I think it is so adorable how it is standing. But yes, so finished this guy this morning, and I have all of my stock on the floor in their trays at the moment because the shelving I sent home with my my father-in-law, because I'm staying at theirs the nights. Well, I'm staying there over the weekend of Winterfest, and I just thought it would be easier to send that shelving with them. And they also live close by to where Winterfest is. Anyways, long story short, shelves are not here. So I thought I would take you on the floor with me, and I can go through all of the stock that I currently have, and then we can talk about what I'm planning on making this week. Alrighty, so here we are on the floor of my craft room with all of the stuff that I have made so far. And I thought I would just introduce you to my wooden duck friend who sits on the floor here too, and he will be in the video today. So I'll just put him back here. But I'm just going to go through everything, and I'll pop the tag of the pattern designer on the screen, and there will also be links to all the patterns in the description. So you can purchase them if you would like to also make them. So first up, so some of this stuff I've obviously already showed you, but I just thought I would go through everything, and that way you can, see everything and know what the pattern designers are. So we have these two adorable dragons. Then we have another toothless, very cute little guy. Then we also have this sleeping dragon. I made, I think 12 of these adorable little, what is it called? Lovey dragons, little baby dragons. So we've got red, blue, purple, and green, brown, what other colors? Black. I think that is all of the colors. Yes. So we've got 12 of those. Then moving on from the dragons, I have a forest guardian. Isn't she beautiful? I actually made a YouTube video of me making her. Then we have this adorable forest dweller, and it's made out of this fluffy yarn that kind of looks like moss. Then recently I made these adorable little goblin guys. I love them, they're so cute. We have this adorable cave dweller, and he's got a little jacket thingamajig on. He's so cute. Then I have a Highland cow. At Winterfest, there's usually a like a stall where they bring a real Highland cow, and you get to like pat it and use a brush to brush its hair and stuff like that. So I thought Highland cow would be a good thing to make. And speaking of Highland cows, I also made these cows. So I'll take the one out to show you. So we've got this brown cow with its little tail, and then I also made this like white regular cow version. So we've got lots of cows. I also have a tray of axolotls. They're not really on theme with medieval fare, but I figured that there would be lots of kids and it's just a cheap item for them to buy, and kids love axolotls. So I think there's 23 axolotls there. I have 2 unicorns. I'll just fix its hair before I show you. So we've got this beautiful purple one. I'm obsessed. And then this pretty rainbow unicorn. I also made this duck and goose last week, and I am so in love with these guys. I'm gonna definitely make one of these for myself. So there's the goose, and here is the duck, and the pattern comes with flamingo and a kiwi bird, and I think another bird, maybe an eagle, but aren't they adorable? And I also made this tiny little Shrek because our Hooks and Healers released a free pattern of it, and I was like, why not? I'm sure someone would love a little Shrek guy. Just had to move over a little bit so I could show you the rest of the stuff. So we have these mushrooms that I have 9 mushrooms. So we've got this cute purple version. Had to do a purple one, of course. Then we have this mushroom chantilly something or other. I'll pop it on the screen. And we have our regular toadstool mushroom, and it's just so cute. I think these will be super popular at the market. Then we have these super cute mer creatures. So they're all like one of a kind. I'm actually completely obsessed with this pattern designer. The patterns are a little bit more pricey, but they're definitely worth it in my opinion. So we have 3 mermaids. This one is, of course, my favorite. I love the hair. I think it looks so pretty, and it's got purple and it's got a cute little crown, and just love her. Then we've got a rainbow one with a ponytail. So this pattern is like one pattern that has all of these different hairstyles and different accessories and things. Then we have our last mermaid, and she has a sort of like corally looking bun, and I think she looks super pretty. The other 2 creatures are this mercorn and mer dragon. So I thought I'd show you a close up. This is actually her most recent pattern that she has released, and I had to have it immediately. Here is the mer dragon. So cute. And I've used the variegated yarn from Aldi on lots of items here, but I just thought they were perfect for these items, and I'm definitely going to be making more of these because they're so adorable, but I won't have time to make them for Winterfest. But once Winterfest is over, I will definitely be making more. Alrighty, so we are now down to the last 3 trays of items. We have these adorable rats, and I will take one out to show you. So cute. Then we have my frogs. We've got a tray of frogs. I think there's 10 here. And I will take one out to show you. It is a pattern by me that I will be releasing in July. Well, I'll be doing a pattern test for in July. They're gonna have hats and everything. And then lastly, we have these adorable octopies. And I'll take one out to show you this pattern. I am obsessed with this pattern. It's so much fun to make. I'm not usually a fan of making items over and over again, but this one I could happily make many of them. I think I've actually made 8 since I bought the pattern. So yes, love this pattern. So yes, that is everything that we have made so far for Winterfest. I don't know if you can see it all, but I have a lot of work to do this week. I am giving myself today until Thursday to finish crocheting, because on Friday I will be driving to the Richmond area and then hopefully setting up on Friday evening. So yeah, I won't have time to crochet. So yes, I have a lot of work to do. So that is everything that I have made so far for Winterfest. And today I thought I would make a bunch of birds, like ravens and owls and maybe some crows. We'll see how we go, because I thought they would be perfect for a medieval fair, and I will show you them when I have made them. Hello friends, it is the afternoon now, and I thought I would do an update, probably my last update for today. So first up, I forgot to show you this dragon that I made last week in a gold sparkly yarn. Hopefully you can see the sparkles. She's beautiful and big. And also I forgot to mention the little emotional support dragons that I made. I am hoping to make a few more of these, but I am running low on safety eyes in this size, so we'll see. And today I have been making some birds. So I made 2 of these adorable ravens, and then I made this sweet little owl. So the pattern is by Annie Caraway Art, and there is like a ton of birds in that pattern. So I'm thinking of making like pigeons and chickens and all of those fun birds, which I think would go with the medieval theme. So I've got these 3 and I need to make, I think, about 7 more. So I'm going to do that tonight, but I will see you tomorrow with an update on how I go with these birds, and we can make more stuff. Hello friends, it is Tuesday the 1st of July. It is also my daughter's 5th birthday, so that is super exciting. I can't believe she's already 5. So last night I made some more birds. I didn't manage to get all of them made, so I've got 2 more to go, but I thought I would show you what I did get done. So I think I showed you one of the owls last night, and then I made another one. These are so adorable. I love them so much. And then I made some chickens. One of them ended up with eyes that were slightly bigger. I must have accidentally put the 20 mils in with the 18mm eyes, but they still look good. So yes, we've got some chickens. And then that's what I managed to get made last night. And then this morning I made these 2 adorable mallard ducks. So here they are in the tray, and you can see I've got space for 2 more. So I've got to decide which 2 I'm going to make next. But I think they look so cute. We're also in for some really not nice weather today and tomorrow, so it's perfect for crocheting, but I'm going to go and make those 2 birds, and I will show you them when I'm finished. I'm back and I finished the last birds. So here they all are in their tray. We've got ravens, owls, chickens, mallard ducks, and the last 2, which I just finished, we have a cardinal and a blue jay. So that's all the birds finished, and my order from Zaddy Crafts arrived, which is an Australian yarn store if you haven't heard of Zaddy Crafts before. So I thought I would show you all the colors I got. He recently released a bunch of new colors. I didn't order all of them, but I did order some of them, so I thought I would show you them. So we have Whimsy, which was a color, an original color, and then we have Charming. I'm just looking at the back for the names because I can never remember. Then we have a new purple. I love this color. I'm a sucker for purple. It is delightful. So I got 2 balls of that purple. Then we got this purple, which is called Curious. Also love this one. I think this might be my favorite out of his purples. Then I got 3 balls of this stunning pink color, which is called Flat. Love it. Then in the second bag that I have here, I got this color called Cheerful, which is another new color. Then we have Simple, which is actually my favorite out of his whites. So I quite like the kind of like off-white color. Then we have some Ambitious. I really love this color yarn. It's kind of like a mustard color, but I think I'll be using a lot of this. So I only ordered 2 balls, but I'll probably be ordering more when he restocks. Then we have Cuddly, which is a yarn color that I use a lot. And this wine red color called Passionate. Perfect name for this color. It's a gorgeous red. And then lastly, I got 2 balls of this navy blue and he called it Fearless. And I love this too. There's been a few times where I've been like, I need like a navy blue, and there's not really anything except for some of the international yarns, which I'm not super big fan of because they tend to snap and things like that. So yes, love that we now have a navy blue, and that is my yarn haul from Zaddy Crafts. So for the rest of the day, I'm going to make a mini Loch Ness monster. I don't know if I'll be able to make maybe 1 or 2. We'll see how we go. Hello friends, it is Wednesday the 2nd of July. So last night I did indeed make the Loch Ness monster. Sorry, there's a bit of fluff there. And I think she turned out so cute. The pattern is by Sphinx Crochet. And I just love her size, and she was so much fun to make. I'd love to make more of these, but I'm only going to have this one at the fair. So we have 2 more things that I want to make. The first one is the new Mushroom Dragon by Mum Stitchetti. And the second thing that I want to make is they're called Bitty Shroomies, and it's by Iriceli. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but essentially I want to do like a basket, and it's got a bunch of little mushrooms in it. It'll look like they're foraged. So yes, those are the last things I want to make, and today is going to be my last big crocheting day. I want to dedicate tomorrow to pricing everything and making signs and packing everything up, and I'm going to be staying at my in-laws near Richmond, so I've got to pack my bag and bags for my kids as well. So I have a lot of work to do tomorrow that's not crocheting. And then Friday, I will be driving to my in-laws and setting up hopefully on Friday. So yes, today is my last crocheting day. Okay, so here is what I got done so far today. It is about 2:30 p.m. So I'm going to stop here for a little bit until nighttime. And then hopefully I can fill this whole basket with lots of cute mushrooms. So I have 5 of these, I think it's Chantilly mushrooms. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. And then I finished 2 of these so far, and I've got 3 more that I need to add caps to. I'm going to make probably like 10 to 15 of these toadstool ones. But yeah, I think they are so cute, and I think they're going to be popular because people can have them as a part of their costume, you know, in their pocket or whatever, in a little bag. And yeah, or they can just be like a little decor piece. So going to continue working on that tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with a full basket of mushrooms. Hello friends, it is Thursday the 3rd of July. So last night I got a decent amount of mushrooms made. I will continue to fill this basket with mushrooms over the next few days, but we've got some of these toadstool fly agaric mushrooms. I also made 2 green ones because I ran out of this red color. And then we have these Chantel ones. So yes, going to keep making more mushrooms, but I think it's going to look so cute in this basket. And I'll have a little sign, it'll say foraged mushrooms, and I'll have the price. And yeah, I think people are going to love those. So I haven't crocheted at all today yet, but I have had a very busy day. We went to the shops. I got more cash out, so I'll have like a more money for a float if people pay in cash and need change. And I started packing up everything. So in this bag is all of the items that have their own tag with a price. Behind me on the floor in their trays is the items where I've got like multiples of them, and they won't have their individual tags, but there'll be like a price sign for each of those groups of items. So I'm going to use my goose friend as an example. I absolutely love these. If this guy doesn't sell, I won't be sad because I would happily have him as a friend. But if he does sell, I'm going to make myself some of these because it's just so ridiculously cute. But anyways, I have attached these cards to the items that they're like singular, and it has on them, on this purple card, it has this information. So it's got the item name, the price, and time to make. So people can kind of get an understanding of how long it takes me to make these items. And then I've also got the care instructions there too. So I started printing off the signs for all of these items, and my printer has run out of ink. So I'm getting some ink delivered. The Officeworks has like a 2 hours, within 2 hours thing. So hopefully that is delivered very soon so I can continue with that. But for now, I'm going to keep on packing up items, and I'm also going to try on my costumes that I've got for each day, which you will see in another video. So I've made a video just like dedicated to the costumes that I have for the medieval fair. Hello friends, so we just finished setting up the tent and just putting like the table and things inside the tent ready to go for tomorrow. I am very excited. I am exhausted from a very big day, but I cannot wait for tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow for day 1 of Winterfest. Good morning friends, and happy day 1 of Winterfest. It is, I think, just after 6:30. It is freezing cold, and as you can see, it's very foggy out there. But I am here nice and early so that I can set up everything and meet up with Natalie so we can organize our tent. But I am so excited. I'm very nervous, which I usually get very nervous before markets, but this one is a huge one. So I am especially nervous. I didn't get much sleep last night, but that's okay. I'm feeling good right now, and I'm going to go to my tent and set up, and then I will show you my setup. Hello friends, we are now all set up, so I will show you my stall. It is so cold, you can probably see the steam I'm breathing, but I'm so excited. We've got about an hour until the gates open, and yes, I'm going to show you my stall setup now. So we have the baby dragons here, and Nessie, and a bunch of other dragons. I've got some foraged mushrooms. And then over here we have the shelving. So I have the unicorns, cows, ducks, birds, what's a goose, and little creatures. Then we have the mer creatures, octopus, and mushrooms. And on the bottom shelf we have cows, frogs, birds, rats, and axolotls. I'm also sharing a stall with Natalie from Woodland Witchcrafts, and I thought I'd show you all of her stuff too. She's got these adorable dragons, and I am obsessed with them. They're so cute. And then all of these little mushrooms and creatures. She has done such an amazing job, and I love her work. And then over here we've got some crochet clothes too. Also, here is my costume. Hopefully you can see it from that point of view. But yeah, now we're just waiting for the gates to open, and I am very excited. Good morning friends, and happy day 2 of Winterfest. So I didn't get time last night to do a overview of how the day went, but it was insane. I sold out of basically everything, and this is how much I have left. So I'm going to be very limited stock today, but that's okay. I think a lot of people are in the same boat because just so many people turned up yesterday, and like I had my biggest day ever in sales. So yes, incredible day. But I'm excited for today. It's going to be fun. I might have some time to go and see the fair itself. So of course I will bring you along and take footage of anything that I can share with you. But yeah, happy day 2 of Winterfest. Hello friends, it has been a week since Winterfest, so it is the 12th of July, Saturday the 12th of July, and I thought I would finally hop on and do a bit of a recap of the weekend. I had planned on doing it the days after Winterfest, but I was very tired and I needed a bit of time to regroup and yeah, so I'm going to do a recap of Winterfest with you now. So I don't really have a plan for how I'm going to do this bit. So I just thought I would talk about the whole weekend. So Friday afternoon, my son and I went and set up the tent on the showgrounds. And I also put in my table and the shelving, so I didn't have anything super heavy to move from the car on the Saturday morning. So then Saturday morning, I got there, I think just before 7 o'clock. It was very, very cold and it was foggy and the tent had condensation on it. So yes, that was a bit fun trying to set up, and there was like water coming off the tent. But we got through and the water like settled and everything. So yes, then Nat from Woodland Witchcrafts and I set up the tent, and our display looked amazing. I personally think we did a really good job, and I showed you a bit of what she had on her stall. Her stall looked amazing. I had a great weekend with Nat, so thank you so much to Nat from Woodland Witchcrafts and also her friend Bernadette for a great weekend. But the gates opened at 10 a.m. and pretty much from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. we were slammed. Like, there was so many people. I didn't know what to expect of the weekend. This was my first time doing Winterfest, so I had no idea what it was going to be like, and I was kind of like, oh, am I going to sell anything? Like, I don't know if this is if I've made enough the right stock or whatever. Anyways, so there were times where we couldn't even move in the tent because there were so many people. I met so many amazing people, and the costumes are like next level. If you ever go to a medieval fair or Ren fair that they have in other countries, people really go all out on their costumes, and it's like my favorite part of the medieval fair is just seeing all of the incredible costumes. I thought I would pop up to some photos here of some of the costumes that I saw. So there were so many. I only managed to get a few photos. I'm really disappointed I didn't get more, but that's okay. So we have this stunning girl who was wearing this blue outfit, and she bought a baby dragon from me and put it in her belt, and I just thought that was amazing. So I was like, can I please get a photo of you? And she kindly let me take a photo. And then on the so on the Saturday, this pair of what are they called, jesters, came up to my stall, and the one wearing orange bought one of my rats, and then the next day they came back and they had attached the rat to the orange costume, and it was so cool. These guys were like, I don't know if they won a contest or whatever for their costumes, but there was lots of photos of them. They did an amazing job of their costumes. So that's just like showing some of the incredible costumes. If you go onto the Winterfest social media page, you will see like so many other costumes, but that's just what I got for photos wise. So I didn't get to do much, obviously, on the Saturday because I was sort of stuck in the tent because there were so many people coming through. For this event, I made, I think, around $3,800 worth of stock for the weekend. And I was like, for sure, that's going to be enough. And by the end of Saturday, I had sold $3,300 worth of stock. So I was a little bit stressed in the afternoon of Saturday. I was like, I have nothing left for Sunday, but yes. So moving on to Sunday. So I didn't manage to get any footage of my setup on the Sunday, but I did get a photo, so I thought I will pop it here. As you can see, it was very sparse on Sunday, and I didn't get any time on Saturday evening to make anything. though during Sunday I did crochet a few mushrooms and a cow. So Sunday was a bit slower. I think it was just because both Nat and I had like not much stock left. So yes, but I had pretty much sold out by lunchtime. I think I came home with one mermaid, one cow, and some mushrooms that I had it was the cow and the mushrooms that I had made during the day. So I had pretty much sold out of everything. So at about, I think it was 3 o'clock, we decided to kind of start packing up because, yeah, we were sold out. And so we just packed up and I put up the walls of the tent. So, because I didn't want to put the tent down whilst the fair was still going, because I don't know, I just feel a bit funny about taking the tent down while other people are still selling their stuff. It might give the wrong message to customers. And I took that opportunity then to go around and look at the other stalls and also check out the fair itself. So I missed out on all of the events, but I still got to walk on, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically, I think it's like Reenactors Lane or something, where people are like set up and dressed and everything like they're from that time. And there's people cooking and people doing crafts from that time, like metalwork and woodwork, and even like knitting and like, oh, what's it called? Like bringing fibers together in a wheel. There's a term for it and I should know what it is, weaving or anyways. I love going and looking at that, and I'm actually planning on going to some of the other medieval fairs just as a customer so that I can see those things, because unfortunately being a stall holder means that you miss out on those things. But I thought I would show you, first of all, I thought I would show you the trinkets that people gave me that was so lovely throughout the weekend, and then I'll show you what I also bought. So starting out with the trinkets, and this is in no order because I can't remember the order of how I received them. But first of all, I received this beautiful, I'm going to say it's like a little badge thing. It's got a clasp, and what I did was I actually clasped it to my shrug that I made. So I thought that was so lovely. And it's purple, my favorite color. But yes, I'll definitely be putting this on my costumes whenever I go to medieval fairs, and maybe even just like cute outfits. Then there was this amazing girl who had made this huge flower out of chenille sticks, pipe cleaners. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Did you make that? And she gave me this beautiful little flower, and it's purple again. How do people know that my favorite color is purple? So yes, there's another trinket. Then this one is so funny. Also, I got given a bell by the jesters that I shared a photo of, but I can't find it. I think one of my daughters got into it, but I'll have a look around for it. And then I also got this guy. He's attached to like some fishing line, and he's got these funny little eyes. Hang on, there we go. I can't remember what these are called, but I remember these as a kid. They're so funny. And then the last thing that I was gifted is this little 3D printed dragon. So this woman came to my stall and she had her kids with her, and she had this huge 3D printed dragon. I'm pretty sure it was like 2 meters long, and she had it around her shoulders, and she was like, oh, this is so heavy. But I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And she gave me this tiny cute little dragon, and actually she gave me one of her cards too. So it was from Minnie's Creative Designs. So if you're looking for 3D printed stuff, you should go check out her business. But yes, got this tiny little 3D printed dragon, and I am obsessed. It is so cute. I was also gifted these adorable little red mushroom earrings by Nat from Woodland Witchcrafts. She had some earrings on her stall too, so thank you, Nat, for my adorable earrings. So moving on to the things that I bought. I could have spent so much money But because it was like basically like 3:30 on Sunday, there was like a lot of people had sold out and all this kind of stuff. So, and I didn't have a huge amount of time to look around at the stalls and see everything else. So I got some stunning earrings from Feli Faye. So the ears, sorry, the elf ears that I was wearing, I'm pretty sure I'll include a picture just in case I didn't record myself wearing them, that I wore on the Saturday. They did get a little bit annoying, like by the end of Saturday, which is like, I'm sure that's normal for everyone, wearing like things on your ears, and my hair kept getting caught, but they're super cute regardless. And my son actually bought some too. He came with some of my wonderful friends. But anyways, I went to Feli Faye and I got myself a pair of these stunning purple butterfly fairy wing earrings. And I also got these earrings. They're like, I can't remember what the flower is called, but they're like a blue flower. And they also gave me a free pair of earrings, and I got these pink mushroom earrings. So now I have red ones and pink ones, and I think I'm well set for my fairy core earrings now. I also bought myself a candle because I love candles. So this is from Lost World Emporium, and it is Harvest Dawn, and it smells incredible. It's autumn leaves and wood smoke. I have already burnt it a bit. Let's see, you can see. But yes, it smells so nice. I could have bought so many candles from them, and their stall was so beautiful. But yes, lovely candle. And I also bought some marshmallows from, I think it's the Marshmallow Club. And my kids just devoured those, so they loved them so much. I actually ordered more because they enjoyed those marshmallows so much, and I thought it would be just like a nice little school holiday treat. I also bought some tea from, I think it's Evolver Tea. So on the Saturday morning, we actually had like hot tea from him, and it was delicious. And then I bought a little sachet bag thing of it's by Chai Tea. It was like a anxiety helping chai tea, but I can't find it, so I'm going to order some more. I think maybe I might have left it at his stall or something. So yes, I'm going to order some more because I really enjoyed his chai. I also went to the tavern. I think it was called the Dragon's Inn Tavern or something like that, and got myself a Wizard's Fireball mocktail. I don't drink alcohol, so I was like, I'm going to have a little mocktail. It'd be so nice. And that was a lovely way to end the weekend. So yes, that is my recap of Winterfest weekend. It was such an amazing weekend. I had so much fun. It was such a big thing for me as well. I spent months and months preparing for Winterfest, and lots of people were supporting me and cheering me on, and I'm so grateful for all of you who were doing that. And then also grateful to my in-laws who not only took some of my like my tent and the biggest stuff in their car a week before back to their place, because I stayed at their place, which because they were near the race course showground. They also minded my kids for the whole weekend because my husband is still away. He I think we're up to 12 weeks now, so we've got just over 3.5 weeks left until he's home. I'm so excited for him to be home. But yes, there's so many people that I have to thank. And also the organizers of Winterfest were awesome as well. It ran really smoothly and I have absolutely no complaints. For an event so big, they did an amazing job. And also to Nat for sharing a tent with me. It was a great way to experience Winterfest for the first time. I think if I was by myself, I would have been terrified and overwhelmed. But yes, very grateful to Nat for sharing a tent with me and being like a fun co-stall person to be with. I am planning on doing Winterfest next year, so I'm going to be smart and start making stuff like this year, probably maybe even early January next year. So I've got like 6 months to prepare for it. Because for now, I'm starting to make stock for Christmas. I know you're like, Christmas is so far away, but for crocheters, it comes up very quickly. And because crochet is like a slow craft, I want to make sure that I have plenty of stock for markets around Christmas time. But yes, super excited to attend next year, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I have a feeling it's going to be a longish one. I'm sorry I didn't get much footage of Winterfest itself. It's just that's what it's like being a stall holder. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I think I might do a video with a recap of all of the patterns that I used for Winterfest. I might even do like a 30 patterns that I recommend for Ren fairs for amigurumi artists. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do that video. And yeah, leave this video a like and comment. And if you are not already subscribed, maybe consider subscribing to see more content from me in the future. Thank you so much for watching.